Hi there, my name is Nick Marchese with Cloudasta. Today we have a video for you for Google Workspace highlights for early 2024, from about January to about April. Every day Google releases a number of new features, between 2 and 5 depending on the day. We wanted to go ahead and pick out some of the gems over the last couple of months and share those with you today. So here's our agenda. You can see we touch on a couple of different products, the different editors, Meet, Slides, Gmail. We have a couple of different things we want to share out. We don't want to overload you, so here are just a couple that you might want to think about. Okay, so easily sharing Google Drive files to Google Calendar meeting attendees. So when you're within any Google Drive file, you could bring up that normal share window that you normally share with a specific person. And if you have a meeting on the calendar already, you can go ahead and just type in the meeting name. Make sure you get it exactly right, or at least the beginning of it exactly right, and it will show up in that list of people that you want to share it to. So you can see right here we have the Lori and Michelle weekly meeting, and when you go ahead and select that, it'll go ahead and bring those attendees into the share field, and it'll also ask you if you want to attach it to the calendar event as a way to easily find it. This could be a really great way if you're making a document that you want to go ahead, making sure everybody at the meeting sees it and has the correct share permissions ahead of time, or even in the moment. This is a great way to do that. Within Google Meet, you have the ability to pin messages at the top of the chat. So the great thing about this is if you have folks entering late, but there's a really important piece of information that was shared early on, you could pin that, and even folks who come in late will be able to see that message. Right now, if you don't pin it, they won't be able to go back and see those messages. So meeting participants can pin and unpin their own messages, but hosts can kind of control everything and unpin anybody's messages. So this could be a great way to kind of bring up that really important information to the top of the chat window. All right, and then within all of the editors, doc sheets, slides, drawings, etc., we have the new drop-down option within the sharing button. You see that little arrow on the side gives you a really great shortcut to the copy link. So that way, if something's shared already with anyone in your organization or a specific user, and you just want to grab the link, instead of going into the full share dialog window and then copying the link from there, it's just in this nice little drop-down here for you. And we take that feature and it gets a little bit more love within videos within Drive, where you can go ahead and actually copy a link to a specific time of the video file, which is really great if you're trying to pinpoint something in a large video file and you want folks to be able to get to it quickly. Also within, jumping back to Meet, the closed caption support has expanded to an additional 31 languages. We just pasted them here for you to be able to see. Remember, these are not the only languages that closed caption support is there for. These are new ones, additional ones. So if you don't see a language here that you're thinking would work well for your team, make sure you go back and check the full list of all of the languages that Google Meet now supports. All right, within getting Slides gets a little bit of love today here. So within Google Slides, you can now create a shareable video presentation, kind of like this one, where you are recording yourself speaking over your slide deck and being able to share that out directly from Slides. So you can see here that there's a little record button up the right side, and you hit record new video. And once you give the correct permissions for your camera and everything, you kind of get rolling, and you can go ahead and record that video to be able to share out, whether it's recording a presentation that you need to share with your whole team, or you have to do some asynchronous work as a group. This is a great way to kind of have this all in one place without any extra tools and features. And then to kind of build off of that within Google Slides, there's now a way to go ahead and make it a little bit more immersive by putting your face just directly in there. If you want to go ahead and make it a little bit more engaging, the camera button up there kind of gives you that speaker spotlight, and you can go ahead and choose that shape, see what suits your fancy, give your correct camera permissions to get to Slides, and off you go. Google Gmail customized email campaigns came out 2 years ago, and it's gotten updates each year. And the biggest one now is being able to edit all of those built-in layouts that Google provides, but just by simply going to this editor. So you click that select a layout, you select one of the defaults, and now you have that great edit layout. And you'll notice it looks really similar to Sites. right? So it's a really similar and familiar interface if you've ever used Google Sites to be able to go ahead and tweak that layout and then just hit insert and it'll bump it right into a message for you. Great way to make professional looking email campaigns, whether it's external or internal, and you should definitely check it out. And then we're going to jump back over to Meet here for a second. So Meet now has the ability to annotate your actual presentations, not just within your screen, but within the Meet window, right? So that way, if you need to go ahead and highlight things or make things a little bit more specific and point things out for your participants, you could do that within Meet. You could also have co-annotators within the Meet experience, so it's not just you doing that piece. All right, so we just went through stuff really quickly. We just wanted to make sure that we gave you a couple of highlights from early 2024. There's a lot more features you should totally check out that we didn't go over today. If you have any questions about the ones we did, please go ahead and reach us out, and we'll be happy to help you and support you in any way we can. Thanks so much for listening.